Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever this message may find you. It's your girl G's Louise back with another message. I had to get on here real quick before this passes, right? This epiphany. But I wanted to tell you guys. First of all, let's say our mantra because we haven't said it in a while. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful that money comes to you and I in increasing quantity on a continuous basis through various sources, all in a positive and peaceful manner. Good vibes only. I'm free and I'm awake. Okay, so love. Let's talk about love just real quick. I'm going to try to make this short because every time I say quick, it ends up being 30 minutes, right? So, love. I think a lot of us go wrong with love because we don't love ourselves, right? So, based upon how we came up, right? How we came up in life and how we feel about ourselves as we're coming up, right? So, I know a lot of people like to throw this away and be like, oh, whatever, I'm straight, like emotionally, everybody try to act like they good, right? And they play that tough role. But, it's not really a healthy thing to do only because when you do that, you run the risk of uh, personality traits. You run the risk of having personality traits that are very unhealthy, right? That didn't have to necessarily be personality traits, right? So, okay, so you're growing up, you're a kid, and you felt, you didn't feel loved. You didn't get like your proper, you didn't get your love tank filled, whatever that looks like. Whatever getting your love tank filled, you know, like to some people, a great day is one thing, and some people, a great day is another thing, right? Whatever floats your boat, if you weren't getting your boat floated, if it was sinking to the damn bottom of the pool all the time as a child, if you was always just, getting rejected or you felt all these feelings, right? Unfortunately, these things do follow you in adulthood. We ain't nothing but a bunch of grown up versions of our childhood compiled up of shit, that you accumulated. So you need to start unloading and taking off some of the things that are on the ship that may be weighing the ship down. Number one. Number two, they were never meant to be there if you would have gotten the proper foundation of love. We're not blaming parents. We're not blaming uncles, aunts, and uncles. We're not blaming anybody who raped us or, took our innocence. We're not blaming. What we're doing is taking responsibility for what those things did to to make us turn left or right, or to make us carry all these things on our boat that is like really weighing it down, okay, at this point. So we're moving along. So then we get older and we're meeting people, and there's things inside of us that attract. Like I always love to use the analogy or the something to reference to is the movie, and it's a true story of what's his name, James Brown. So James Brown had a unhealthy sexual uh I guess attachment, I could call it. I mean, he had a need for his sexual encounters to be a certain way because of what he seen growing up and the things that he has been through, right? So when we all come from these different backgrounds, we growing up and we're like mixing, mingling with each other, and there are certain things that attract us to one another, right? Like my crazy might attract your crazy. You know what I'm saying? My spirit might attract your spirit. My toxic might like your toxic. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something there that makes us magnetic towards each other, right? So then we grow up and we're broken, and we have two broken people trying to live. And then we got them making babies. And then those two broken people are making these people more broken. So it's just like an ongoing, like a pyramid thing, right? So when we think about love, right? Love doesn't necessarily mean like I'm obsessed with you. I got to see you all the time. I want to be with you. Oh, I love, I can't tell you, I can't even count how many men has told me I love you. And you really just love something else. You don't love me. Because if you love me, you would have my best interest, even against my own will. Right? Meaning, if you see me doing something that's not good for me, you're going to stop that. You're going to try to stop that. Or you're going to intervene because you love me. You want what's best for me. Even if that means you knowing that you're not good for me, you're going to stay away, or you're going to handle me in a way where you know that it's not going to harm me. People don't understand what love is. I didn't understand what love is. I'm still unraveling how to accept, like to receive love. Because when you are not used to having love, real love, the kind that cares about you, the kind that want to see you win for real, not at an expense of them, like not like, well, I want you to win, but I don't want you to win if you ain't with me. Or I can't tell you how many women and men have done that, So we don't want, we don't want to, y'all, hold on, my phone. I just had to get this message out real quick. My phone is getting low. But to be honest, you don't want to really get involved. And I mean, like, you can love people, have people around you, build relationships. Yeah, it all takes time. That's the thing. People want to rush everything. And they're like, oh, let's be in love. Let's be together. I want to marry you today. And it's like, if you want to be in my life, fine. Be there. If you don't want to be in my life at my discretion, like, meaning, why can't it be a buildup? Like, you have people in your life, like kids, and the way we all grew up, we got kids everywhere. Everybody got kids, baby mamas, baby daddies. And like me personally, my kids are grown and my baby daddies are well out the picture. They're cool, they're around, but it's not like they're a part of my life. If you got little children, there's kids and all this stuff is attached, and then you got all these broken things, and everybody has all these issues and these things that's on their ship, and then they like, man, come over here and get on my ship. And it's like, man, but you got all that stuff over there. Where do I fit? So why not let's just be on the open sea with our boats and figure out what we do and what we don't want, what's serving us, what's not serving us, and heal and understand what love really is, and practice that by loving you. Because there's a lot of stuff that we do to ourselves that shows, and we could say, I love myself, but your actions show otherwise, ladies and men. Your actions show that you don't love you. I'm gonna just be honest. Even putting certain things in your body, that's not an act of love on yourself. And when you get deep like this, don't nobody want to hear that, and they want to make a joke, but it's real talk. And if you don't get hip to it, you're gonna lead an unhealthy life, and you're gonna continue to attract toxic people, and you're gonna continue to be toxic, and you're gonna continue to make more babies, and their lifestyles are gonna be ending up. They're gonna carry their own shit on their boats based upon shit that they went through because of your toxicity. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like a trickle down effect. This ain't nothing but a domino effect. And we have to break the curses, the generational curses, when it comes to money, when it comes to love, when it comes to self-love, when it comes to all of these things in this thing we call life. You laying around and getting 300 pounds is not an act of self-love. And if you don't love you, how in the fuck do I expect you to love me. I mean, I know that if you're not loving you right, you can't come over here and do nothing with me. I'm struggling to learn how to love me correctly. So I don't need another person that don't love themselves at all to come around, or has minimal love for themselves, and then that's gonna pull back. Like if I that's why they say be careful of the company that you keep. And I tell my son that, and my daughter, because to be honest, that when you're around certain people, it literally will pull out the stuff that you're trying to tuck away. You're tucking it away. You're trying to get it healed. You understand it. You done faced it. You recognizing it. And you like, this don't belong on my boat. Let me get this off my boat. So then you got somebody over there like with their boat, and they like, man, they still got all the shit on there that you had. But you getting it off. Slowly but surely. But they like, oh, and it's like, no, that's tempting. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? It's tempting because it's familiar. This is something that you're used to. This is something that like I said, the James Brown thing. The James Brown seen his parents get mad, yell at each other, damn near beat each other up. Like literally. I thought they was going to kill each other. I thought they was for real mad. But they ended up fucking or having sex, right? They ended up having sex, and it was like, what? So, and he, as a child, he watching this now. They like yelling, cussing, slapping. I'm talking about throwing stuff at each other. I said this in one of my other videos, and it literally looked like they was gonna beat each other up. Then next thing you know, she jumped on them, and they just did their thing, right? So you got a little boy seeing this, right? So he grows up. Now he grows up and wants to do the same thing. Only because it's familiar to him. It's not on like, this is not something that we plan. We don't be like, oh yeah, I want to do this too. But you have unhealthy attachments to sex, being your sensuality. You have unhealthy attachments to how you take care of yourself. Like there's a lot of things that we do that are not acts of self-love. As well as there's a lot of things that we do that are not acts of love for other people. Because if you really love somebody, you want them to be happy, whatever that entails, right? So work on loving you, and then share that love with somebody else if they're able to receive. They might have a lot of shit on their boat still. Just check, because you got time. Why are we rushing? Okay? I don't want to make this long. I have a lot more to say on this topic, so I might do another video because I want to do breakdowns on some of the things that we do. I might call it something else. So stay tuned. All right. And you guys need to like, share, and comment. Like, share, and comment. That is a great way to energetically donate to this channel. Like if you like my videos, if you don't like them, I understand. You know what I'm saying? But if you like them and they help you, and maybe you think it could help somebody else, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the like button, because that helps to generate it to the video. That helps it to float out there in the World Wide Web. You know what I'm saying? It helps it to float on other people's feeds. The more people like it, the more people it will reach. In other words, that's the algorithm. That's just the algorithm of YouTube. So please like, share, and comment. Okay? And if it's not helpful, I understand. You just keep it moving kindly. If it is, please, show some love, okay? All right, till next time, I wish y'all peace, health, wealth, and the time to enjoy them all.